ahead.
Yep. Hey, what's up, guys? This is Mr. Anime 343 here, and I'm here with Silent Joker 45. And I also
Yeah.
have a couple
Woo.
other guests as well. Got the Shadow, and we got Dio.
Deal. Yeah. Well, Mr. A has
So,
always been talking about.
Cockadoodle pussy.
hey, Dio.
I knew something
What's
was
up,
gonna happen.
heathens?
Yep.
Well,
Classic deal.
of course, Joker actually, decided to make a request, so I decided to actually let him have the floor.
All right. All right. So as let's see, a previous live streams ago that Mr. A and was running out of ideas, and for the DM group, he's like, like we're running out of ideas since there's not much to quote unquote talk about. So he was open up for a lot of different ideas, suggestions. I'm like, how about we talk about the classic stuff since we're always raving about the classics, and sometimes Bleeding Shadow is playing a video game in the background. There's certain mangas, light novels, visual novels, and films, etc., that don't get a whole lot of talk about. So I felt like that would be a great subject. We should talk about some of that stuff. Talk about some of the classics that made us into the people who we are today.
Yeah, I know. And I'll be right back, guys. I gotta go do something real quick.
All right,
Alright,
so all right, so you know what? Since I do have the floor right now, and I will start off with you can talk about some of the modern stuff as well that we really like. So I'll kind of start this up and we keep it going. So I got the manga series of Sekirei, and if you're wondering, wait, wasn't that turned into an anime? Yes, it was. The anime is kind of decent. It is a cult classic anime, but the manga, oh my goodness, does the manga go in far
Oh,
more
I was gone for a sec, but
depth
nice.
than the anime
Hey,
ever does?
where's
I mean,
Mr. A?
you'll be right back for a minute, but the manga here goes into
he's gotta go make boom boom.
well, yes, it's science fiction, comedy, harem, but although this is very, you can say it hits every cliche. You got every single archetype in here. The characters are like they start off cliche, but it's how you use those cliches. It's a good cliche manga series that slowly, progressively gets better, and there's a lot more character interactions that I'm surprised, and I'm like, why was this cut off? Because one character isn't just I'm just the top, specialist for the Sekirei project. She's actually very vulnerable at times. She does care about the main protagonist. Even the more tsundere type character, she shows more vulnerability. I'm like, this is really good, and I honestly really like stuff like this. That you think, oh, it's cliche because you watch the anime, but the anime is still very good. But when you read the manga, you realize that holy shit, why was there so much cut content? Like, I don't know. It could be the usual that they're pressed for time, and maybe this isn't as important as it is later in the series. But my goodness, I would love to see this come back as an anime, fully adapted, like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, give it the Brotherhood treatment, and make this even more classic. Sadly, unfortunately, I can't find the third volume of this. You're wondering, like, that's a big manga volume. This is kind of like the Berserk Deluxe Edition. This combines two volumes per of the Yen Press one, so I can't find the third one. I think it's out of stock or it's out of print. But if anyone knows, just let me know. Then I'll thank you gratefully. Also, some other classic ones. I am reading this one. Magic Girl Spec Ops. I'm like, Mr. Anime recommended this to me. I'm like, is this good? He's like, oh yeah, you should pick it up. I'm like, god damn. I do love my magicals. I do love my magical girls. I love military stuff. Combine the two together, hell to the yes. Thank you, thank you. I love more stuff like that, and I even say some of the more recent stuff. I picked this up. Call Me Son Can't Communicate. And like, even though this is manga volume number 19 at my store, I'm like, I don't care. I love the anime. I need to get into the manga, so might as well pick up a few volumes. And honestly, it's just a wholesome anime. The one complaint I do have for the Netflix, or at least the translated sub on Netflix, is gotta start adding more of those subtitles for the white boxes. That's my only complaint. Otherwise, it's still a great show.
And not
And,
just
and,
that,
and that's what I take it for.
and not just that, but you have a delicious femboy too.
Oh yeah, Nijimi. Yep, Nijimi. I swear, Nijimon steals the entire show whenever he's on screen.
Yes. But anywho, if you're talking about ideas for Mr. A, I do have one, but I'll wait till he gets back here. Because what I've noticed whenever we do a stream, we're kind of just going all over the place, then going back, and then going
And
all
that's
over the
my
place again.
suggestion too.
Well, I just wrapped up my season finale for my first stream, and I'm planning on doing season 2.
Okay,
There you
but
go.
yeah, we kind of the streams have been kind of incoherent, and oh, good, Mr. A, you're here. All right, sit down, and I have an idea. So, Mr.
Hold
A,
on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I got a couple other guests I gotta add. I gotta add Dee Dee, and I also gotta add Matt.
yeah,
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
there
Hey
we
guys,
go.
First and foremost,
oh, Dio,
yes.
did you tell everyone else about the show I recommended?
Well, I couldn't because Silent Joker had the floor for like about 10 minutes, so I wasn't really able to
If
say
anyone
anything.
wants to know what Dee Dee's talking about, there's this Netflix show called Dead End Paranormal
I actually
Park
saw
that
that
she
from the
really
live stream.
enjoys,
I think it
and
was before.
she
also
told both
wonder
of
if
us
you
to watch them.
actually have either a Discord server, you're like in my Discord server, or if you're actually, or if you need me to DM you like with the Discord. If you're actually either on Twitter or Discord, then hit me up with a DM. That's all I gotta say. If you want to be part of the conversation.
But
But the show is actually good. I gave it a chance because the trailer actually piqued my curiosity. And trust me, normally when I see someone outside of anime with a non-natural hair color, I'm very reluctant. But the show is actually good.
yeah, that's what kind of concerned me because he's a character with blue hair, and they just so happen to be trans, and in current year that's kind of worrying because it's like, is this going to be a gender studies nonsense? But no, the show is really good. It's entertaining. Well, yes, it does tackle the whole him being trans. It's done with class and taste as opposed to
Yeah,
what
they
Wokies
they,
give us.
they actually give you a hint that he's trans when he's talking to his mom in the very first episode, and he says, "I'm going for a job interview," and his mom's like, "Well, what about dinner with Grammy Graham?" And he says, "Did you tell Grammy Graham Barney's going to be there?" And that's all you needed to know. Oh shit, we got a trans character. It wasn't, "I don't want to eat dinner with Grammy Graham. She's a transphobic bitch."
Yeah, there you
All
go.
right, hold on.
And
I actually had to send a link to someone that asked me.
uh,
Okay,
and
hold
what?
on.
And they could have easily done that. And it would
hmm
ruin the show for me because I'm like, look, I can get that she's a bitter old bitch by just some context clues. You don't have to have your queer character basically be saying every 5 minutes, "I'm trans, I'm gay, I'm a lesbian."
and not just
Context
that,
clues
Exactly.
are all you need.
but though he as well as every other character, because you got a Muslim, you got an autistic character, you got like every single type of individual in the show, and they are treated like human beings as
They're not
opposed
annoying.
to, yeah, they're not tokens. It's not like fucking comic books where it's like, hey, I'm gay. Did I tell you I was gay? Because I am gay, and I need to tell you that I'm gay.
Gay, 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 gay.
Like
Gay,
ICP
gay, gay, gay,
points.
gay, 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 gay.
Like
Yeah,
Good
IC.
and
afternoon. Hello,
hey
good
guys,
evening,
Get it? Like,
back
everybody.
to the
It's
topic at
Hey.
hand,
nighttime for
guys.
me. So,
Oh,
what did I? So, what were you guys talking about for sure? Before I
Talk about
cut.
the
Oh,
classics.
we were initially about to talk about the classics, which, if I may interject, can we talk about how awesome Spriggan is?
oh, I have yet to see that
Yes.
because basically I've been
Yeah,
freaking.
the 90s, the 90s anime is really good. It's basically cyberpunk Indiana Jones, and it's as awesome as implied. I mean, there's this plot about Noah's Ark and how
Really
it's
vintage.
basically a doomsday device. And it's made by an ancient civilization. Kind of kind of has allusions to the old biblical legend of Noah's Ark.
Well,
Yeah, in fact,
well, anyway, if any of y'all got Netflix, I definitely recommend Dead End Paranormal Park.
And I
It's
second that.
it's actually good. I gave the first episode a chance because, in all fairness, of the trailer can get you, but usually sometimes they'll just take the best scenes from like a movie or whatever, and then you see the movie and you're fucking disappointed because it's not like the trailer.
yeah, in fact, here's the thing. Also, I still actually take pride in doing my review of Bastard. And I still can't
Oh
wait
yeah,
for
that was a
freaking
great
Netflix.
review, man. I mean, dude, that just makes the wait for June 30th a little more bearable.
Yeah, because basically, if anybody has not seen, Bastard, I totally would recommend checking it out. And I definitely did put
Yeah, I
myself
mean,
good on
as
it.
far as dark fantasy anime, this is quite a ways up there with Berserk as the greatest dark fantasy anime ever made.
I'm gonna
I see this wholeheartedly as both a metalhead and a fan of Berserk.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Right now, I'm trying to get Volume 1 of Chainsaw Man, and for some reason, it's sold out everywhere. I'm like, why is it sold out?
We were talking about anime that's manga that's hard to get. Let's talk about how hard it is, Pauls, to
Oh
try
no,
to get.
I'm talking about the manga.
Oh, and that's what I'm about to say. Getting the B&A, aka Brand New Animal manga. Like, I cannot find it anywhere.
I mean, it took a while for the freaking Kill la Kill manga to come out.
And I'm guessing it's because that it hasn't been localized, which, if you ask me, it's for the better. That
I mean, to be fair, like, that might be a good point.
Ooh.
Oh, and checking out manga, check out what I got.
MSA, make sure it's not
Crazy food truck.
Yep.
My friend Rick sent me this.
Uba.
I Volume 1 of Everyday Life of Monster Girls because he got me Volume 1 of the sequel series. And I wanted the first 3 volumes, but he got me Volume 2 of Everyday Life with Monster Girls and Volume 3. It's my fault because I didn't warn him that there was a sequel series to Monster Musume.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
so it's my fault that he ended up getting me I Heart Monster Girls instead of Everyday Life.
But it's still a win.
Yeah, it's still a win because, in fact, I have.
I
hate you, son of a bitch.
I hate you. I've been looking everywhere, and I can't find it.
Well, I think me and Mr. A we're both kind of lucky. I think he has one. I got lucky on Amazon because I'm like, man, this is kind of like where things were like, are they going to ship? Are they not going to ship? Am I going to get a refund? Luckily, this one did ship, so I'm very lucky.
I'm trying to support the creator of stuff that looks interesting, but they're making it so hard for me because I can't find it. And I'm like, well, I don't want to look at scanlations because that's going to ruin it, but they don't have it. And I'm like, I want to give you my money. Why won't you give it to me?
I would suggest, looking at some stores like even like my local Walmart. They're starting to have more and more mangas down there. There's more My Hero Academia down there. There's a couple more Chainsaw. I did have Komi-san down here for a little bit because I'm like, I love Komi-san. Very much an instant classic and wholesome manga, wholesome anime.
There or go Amazon.
And you people are really lucky when it comes to manga.
Sometimes
I mean, in my own country, the only manga I was ever able to buy was Komi-san Can Communicate. Read the first ever volume. Oh boy, it was actually fun when I ever read it. But to be honest, it's very very expensive in my country, living in a third world life. And then I wrapped it up so that I can preserve it just in case. It was from Shopee.
Guys, I gotta interject here. Basically, all I gotta say is, I don't understand why people nowadays always actually have to shit on the classic. That's just beyond me.
because we live in an age of idiotic Zoomers
who
wait a minute, are basically spoon-fed bullshit from a bunch of idiotic Anitubers named Giga, Professor Otaku, and Anime Ma'am.
Well, you gotta think about this. Like, we've always had this whole issue of someone, crapping on the classic. Let's talk about games, for instance, alright? How many people sit there and go, oh my god, the NES sucks, the Super Nintendo sucks, the insert game that was from the 90s to the early 2000s here, that game console sucks because...
Oh yeah, tell me about it. Those people are fucking annoying!
Who the hell are you talking to? I loved all the games on the Nintendo systems during the 90s. Hell, I remember this game that my younger sister and I would play with as kids. Had this game where it was like claymation, but it was a fighting game.
Oh god,
the games on both the NES, Super NES, and of course the PS1 and PS2 era? Those games are a lot more fun than Fortnite, let me tell ya.
Dude, taking a shit after Taco Tuesday is more fun than playing Fortnite.
I'd rather just
Dude, that's a very low bar.
I'd rather play Left 4 Dead 2.
Final Fantasy 7 on the PS1.
Whoa. One at a time.
Okay, sorry. Anyway, like I was saying, I would rather play freaking Final Fantasy 7 on the PS1 freaking time and time again over playing Fortnite.
Dude, no, I got one. I would rather play Pong by myself than play Fortnite.
Ooh,
I think I'd much rather play Pac-Man on the Atari.
Wait. Let me say something. I would rather play Big Rigs over Fortnite.
Dude, you have a death wish.
I'll just stick to Minecraft because if I want to die horribly, I'll just play on hard mode and get killed by a car.
Well, I'm glad Dino brought up at the classics because, to me, I'd rather play the entire Sly Cooper trilogy by Sucker Punch than play Fortnite. Because, honestly, you gotta remember, without some of these classics, we would not have some of the games that we have today. And honestly, Sly Cooper was one of those...
Those were the foundation of what made gaming so great in the first place.
Exactly. And,
hell, I'll go back to RuneScape before I ever play Fortnite.
I mean, not just that, but the other thing to note here is the fact that I've seen people, they always talk, some people, today's generation, insert okay boomer joke here, they will always sit there and be like, the graphics for the NES and all that suck, even though I can still play an NES game and have fun like there's no tomorrow. Just like
graphics, Matt. Graphics always matter in the minds of a fucking Zoomer. I mean, don't get me wrong. Graphics are... Don't get me wrong. Guys. Don't get me wrong. Graphics are important, but gameplay even more so.
Yes, but what I'm trying to say is, I love how they're, ignoring the fact of when the game came out. I mean, nowadays there's no excuse for crappy graphics, but you gotta remember, back in the 90s, this was when we were first starting to get, 3D style.
Oh, can I say something?
Exactly, not just that, but it's also something like that.
Vizinger actually brings up a good point. 1 out of 2. Do you guys notice that some people with our sphere, the common sense sphere, that don't realize that there are other entertainment besides Hollywood that are good and non-woke? And 2 out of 2, why do they limit themselves to Hollywood?
Yeah, good question. I mean, I've pretty much broken away from Hollywood entirely and basically went full-blown anime indie film, and of course, there's New Pub.
Well, let's be honest. Like I said, I gave the first episode of Dead End Paranormal Park a chance to catch me because the trailer was amazing, but let's be honest, we've all been burned by trailers for movies, TV shows, what have you before. And I was a little worried because the main character, Barney, had blue hair.
Exactly.
And usually when the characters have hair colors that aren't natural, without it being anime or something, it's like, oh, this is gonna be bad, isn't it? Because it's gotten so fucking bad that I'm always cringing before I even watch the first episode of a show.
And see that right there, I want to point out, like, again, Barney is trans, and he is also has blue hair. When we see that, when we in modern day see that, we're already thinking, no, I'm not going to watch it because we have been burned out by woke culture, by these people who are insufferable, and they make little, token characters with pink and blue and whatever hair, and they're unlikable. And they're detestable, and they're nothing but tokens. But yet, here is Dead End Paranormal Park, that is, by all means, a really good show. Mind you, me and Didi both hate, and everyone here, for that matter, despises the SJW nonsense. We can't stand it. And we also hate tokenisms. But these characters are just that, characters. They're not an allegory for this or that. It's not like High Guardian Cringe, where apparently old magic is an allegory for conservatism.
Oh yeah. It's how the characters, like again, as Dino and Dee Dee says, it's how these characters are written and how engaging the story is. That's why we enjoy something like the classics that are engaging. We have good characters, we have good stories. Dead End Paranormal Park, which I finished the first episode yesterday, I'm like, this has the potential to be something really, really good. I'm like, and now I want to finish the rest now because of their talks. I'm convinced to watch more of the show.
I love Colleen Phoenix, and I'm hoping they find a way to bring her back because I'm going to be very disappointed if she's been blinked out of existence forever.
Well, it's based off a graphic novel, so we'll see. You can go ahead,
Whoa.
Katie.
Whoa. Shannon has something to say. Go ahead, Shadow.
So I wanted to say this earlier before we got cut out. About the whole graphic matters in games or 8-bit or 16-bit games sucks. You do know that there's still indie games with retro-inspired graphics like Shovel Knight, Undertale, or Project Warlock.
Yeah, Shovel Knight was really good. Salt and Sanctuary was amazing.
Undertale!
Revenge was basically beat 'em up of the year, let me tell ya.
And yeah, there's also a game that I've been playing on YouTube a lot called Project Warlock. If anybody likes the old school, if anyone likes the old school Doom and Duke Nukem games, I would highly recommend it.
Oh, dude, that's actually so much fun.
Oh yeah, Project Warlock early access. Yes, I've seen videos of that. It looks phenomenal. I'm like, that's gonna be
speaking of
an instant cult classic instantly when it comes out.
Indie games that are still early access. Anyone ever heard of Mass Builder? I mean, good lord, it's really good. It's basically Armored Core with a heavy dose of gunpla.
Does anyone want me to link my playlist on the private chat so you guys could watch it later?
That's a good idea. So
that's a good idea.
Also, if I can make if anybody is a fan of freaking wanting a what do I want to say there? Oh, hey there's Nathanstein. Hold on. Here you go.
Oh, hey, Nathanstein.
Oh, hey. Didn't know if that would work or not.
I'm also
watching. So, what's up?
Oh, not much. Just thought I'd see listen to what y'all were talking about.
We're talking about
classics. Talking about classics, be it anime, video games, movies, what have you.
For a new show.
Oh yeah. Guys, which reminds me. What are your favorite mangas that have a shitty anime adaptations?
Berserk.
Which one do you deserve a better anime?
It depends. Are we talking about before or after it was dubbed into English?
I think I'll mostly prefer those that are dubbed before it was dubbed English.
Let's make it interesting.
Well, it throws out Tokyo Mew Mew then because it didn't suck until after Force Shame got it.
Oh God, do not remind me of Tokyo Mew Mew. Like, I remember it.
Oh my God. Why the hell?
Style Mew Mew drinks. Mew Mew power in your face.
God,
And if you
God, why did you have to remind
don't
me of
like
that,
it, you can
that
kick
trick?
What? What? Oh, Dee Dee, you hurt my soul. How'd you like Tokyo Mew Mew? I have a
You
We're talking
soft
about
spot
Mew
for
Mew
it.
power. Oh my God! Get
I have a soft spot for it.
go in the corners, Silent Joker.
You guys are
You
really
will
funny.
never,
Tokyo
ever
Mew Mew.
get Chainsaw Man. You will never get it. I have a
But
soft
the
spot.
That's
Stay
actually
into
adding
the
salt
anime.
to the wounds there, dude.
But,
You're already
to
but
be
adding
also,
salt
fair,
to the wounds.
to be fair, if I'm not mistaken,
Better hope they did the animation right. I better
it's
hope
bad a
Mappa
little bit.
does it right.
to be fair, if I'm not mistaken, I think Winx Club had a poor dub with the 4Kids version too, because I tried to watch Winx Club and
I, I
it
mean,
was it
I
was
mean,
too
yeah,
goddamn girly.
true. I mean, yeah, it's true, Dio. But are we just talking about anime exclusively, or can we go for shows that were inspired by anime? Like example, Totally Spies, which is a Canadian show, and awoke a lot of fetishes apparently. Because I can't talk to about the show with anyone without them liking. Yeah, I'm into inflation because of it.
Mm.
The
Totally Spies are
frag.
awesome.
Rule of 34, baby. Rule of 34.
Tokyo
When I
Spies,
was
Totally Spies
a
are
kid,
awesome. As a
I
kid.
used to watch a lot of a Wing. I used to watch Winx Club back then. When I
Oh
was in my
no,
mother's
no.
office working as she's working as
Mr. A, I
chief
think Von
from a
Dragon's
police.
here.
But then
Yeah,
I
just don't
somehow
pay
quit.
attention to them, okay?
What was that?
No offense, but just let's just keep talking it out, okay?
All right, like
One
classic.
line one line in the English theme song for Winx Club. Look all you want, just don't touch the hair. I'm like, wow, where were
Yeah,
the
that.
fucking wokies for that line?
Oh wait, who remembers when 4Kids did this? Oh, say, can
Oh
you
God,
Oh,
Oh,
please,
dear
hear
please, I
Lord.
just
Oh
got
no, not the
that.
Enchanted.
Damn,
No,
Vermont! Shut up!
I don't
Shut up!
remember.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! It makes
Steel
me
Healing
bang
Power?
me,
your head against the
you're
wall. Shut up!
magical.
Shut up! Shut up!
Wow.
Dio, what are you
Oh,
talking
geez,
about?
we're freaking riling off
Shadow!
DD here.
Go! Shadow! Go! I just got that horrible thing out of my head. I don't want to go through it again.
What are you talking about?
I
What
just
happened?
gave
No!
I just gave DD Vietnam flashback.
Anyways, do you
Mew
have
Mew
anything
Power.
else in your mind you think that deserves a better anime adaptation? I mean,
Well,
based on
I'm
what I have
okay. I'll be honest with you.
right
When
before the dubbing, of course.
We're gonna
what
talk.
deserves a better anime adaptation? Last year, the anime or the manga that became an anime was called Peach Boy Riverside, and the anime was all over the place because in episode 3 they were in chapter 10, and like in episode 5 they were in chapter 6. It was out of order for whatever ungodly reason, and I don't know why they did it, but it definitely needs to be redone and the way it should be.
Quick question about that. Is that was that a stylistic choice in the manga, or was that like the anime's decision to do that?
That was the
Does it need to go
anime's
non-linear?
decision. That was the anime's decision to do that for whatever reason. They, for whatever
Hmm.
ungodly reason, decided to.
Well, one that shouldn't come back, which you can already buy the Blu-rays and DVDs to, is Karai no Kokai, The Garden of Cinders. It's made to go in non-linear order. The first movie you watch is actually movie number 5, second's number 1, the third's the fourth one, and so on and so forth. But it's meant to go out of order. And if you're saying that, wait a second, The Garden of Cinders, that sounds familiar. Yeah, it's by UFO Table and the creator of the Fate Stay Night franchise. So this was before
Oh,
Fate. It's
Wow.
expensive to buy. Like the motherfucking Blu-rays cost me $250 because there's
250.
no other way to watch it unless you have Crunchyroll, or if you did have Amazon back in the day, it was on Amazon. But it's such a damn good movie series. They're like, it's better than most modern anime we get right now. I'm sorry. Yeah, Exactly.
Oh, have y'all watched Kotaro Lives Alone yet?
I started watching it. I need to finish it.
I need to finish it.
Finish it yet?
Sounds familiar.
You want to be depressed for a couple days? Just watch that anime.
Okay.
Oh no.
I just posted the playlist on the private chat.
And,
Okay.
going back to something that's a little more
Also,
retro
what are you
style, like
talking about again? I was kind of busy.
classics.
We weren't talking about nothing.
Whether or not we should eat you, I voted yes.
Dio,
Don't do it, Dio. For the love
now
of
he's gonna
God,
know we
don't
have
do it.
the emergency food source. Way to go, Dio.
Don't listen to the benders. Don't listen to the benders. He does not speak for the rest
Okay,
of us.
okay, guys. Okay, guys. Okay. What that? Okay. Next question. What you got? How do you? How did you get yourselves into anime? I'll start.
I.
Oh, that is
Well,
easy. Oh,
all
that
right.
is
I think
easy.
I'll go first. I think I'll go
Okay,
first for that one.
You
okay.
ever heard about this one anime called Akira?
Ooh.
Yeah. I've
Yeah,
I've
it
heard of
premiered
that.
on the Sci-Fi Channel. It premiered on the Sci-Fi Channel once upon a time, just as I was channel surfing, and I caught a glimpse of it midway, and holy shit, my mind was blown.
Okay, well, for me, it depends. Are we saying first ever anime we ever saw, or first anime we ever saw where we were aware it was an anime?
I mean, the first anime you ever watched in your life.
The first anime I've ever watched was Little Witch Academia.
Okay. Anyway, before
Mine was Princess Resurrection or Kaibutsu Ojo. That's my profile
Guys,
pic right
Didi
now.
wanted to say something.
y'all want to know my first anime, but y'all keep saying stuff, and I'm like, should I scream so that I can say something? Anyway, there was this one series I used to watch along with David the Gnome when I was like 4 called Grim Fairy Tale Classics, and it was made in Japan. And looking back at it now, I can see the anime references. Then another anime I watched was Sailor Moon, but I wasn't aware that it was an anime. And the first anime I saw where I was aware it was Full Metal Alchemist.
Well, my turn. So, picture it. The 90s. The best time to be a kid because the world wasn't woke.
Also the 80s, dude. Also
Yeah,
the 80s.
in the 80s too. They also get a shout out. When the world
Wouldn't
wasn't.
it technically be the 60s? Because I remember they brought Speed Racer over when my uncle was a kid of the 60s.
Okay, remember whatever time that wasn't today.
Good
Anyway.
times.
Thanks.
Now
thanks,
then.
Didi, for being so politically correct.
Now then, it was the time before the Wokies took over and ruined things, when Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network were at their prime before they went to shit. Now,
The world needed him. The anime avatar disappeared.
Yes.
I think this was mostly contributed to the so-called millennials, right?
I'm gonna interrupt.
Well, what I was gonna say was, like, in seriousness though, it was like during the Pokemon hype, I guess you could say, the G1, and my Mimo gave me the Pokemon Blue version as a present, and I really didn't know what Pokemon was. I heard about, but I didn't watch it, and so it's like, you know what, why not, try this? Why not watch this? That way I can see if I can learn something to be a better, trainer in the game or whatever. So yeah, Pokemon was definitely my first.
Okay, well. Here's the thing. Don't blame my sister. She did not know what anime was, neither did I. Cartoon Network back in was it the late '90s, early 2000s, the reruns of Sailor Moon. Yep, Sailor Moon. I was one of those kids watching Sailor Moon constantly. Now I said, don't blame her because here I am watching Sailor Moon, and literally she walks in the room. She's like, "Why are you watching a girl show?" And then proceeds to watch Sailor Moon with me. So don't blame.
Also, guys.
I mean,
Now here's a
there's
question.
nothing wrong with watching Sailor Moon. Hell, I
didn't
openly
know.
admit I watch a good shoujo. Joe anime called Vision of Escaflowne, which has giant robots.
Which one? Sub or for kids? Which one?
Ocean Group.
Okay, Ocean.
Okay, I know I
Also,
grew
now
up
I
in
want
the
to say something though. Like,
two.
question. Now, guys, does Thundercats count as an anime?
No.
Think
Which
about
one?
it.
No,
Hold
It
on.
came
doesn't.
from
Objection. Which version of
Japan.
Its
Thundercats?
opening is very much
Post a comment.
it's very much Japanese, but overall the show's very much as American as an apple pie.
Alright
Yeah.
then.
So
I
basically, for
I
me,
posted
I'm
a
a
comment.
Joker.
What y'all's reactions are.
What did you post, GD?
Anyway,
Is it
if you're
cursed?
gonna get my response is the same as Joker.
What are you
Of
doing?
course, my two sisters, my older and my younger sister, got me into freaking Sailor Moon because they actually forced me to watch it, even though I didn't want to watch it. But it was
Well,
still a good series. And also, it wasn't just that, but I also actually started watching shows like freaking Mulio, Gundam, Dragon Ball, and also like Outlaw Star. And that was like my holy grail of anime, which actually got me into the anime genre itself.
Oh wait, there was also another anime I watched with Grim Fairy Tale Classics as a kid. That was about this girl who had talking koala.
Yeah, I remember that show.
I think I know what you're talking about. Hold on.
Wait, Mr. Anime. What was your holy trinity of anime again?
Okay. Actually, I actually had some certain anime that I used to like. Well, my sister's actually forced me to watch Sailor Moon, which I didn't get into until about like 13.
I wonder why.
Yeah.
Also, what is y'all's reaction to the comment I posted?
I think it's nice.
Yeah, it could be interesting, but it depends on Australia. But I think if, going to some of the, I mean, of course, everyone knows me. The anime and manga that got me back into anime and manga.
Going through
Berserk. I absolutely love Berserk. I watched the
going.
Did
CGI
anyone
films
just
first.
saw what happened to Mr. A's picture over there?
Never regretted.
His webcam. He was
All right,
kind of
I'm back.
glitchy and stuff.
I just had to turn my Wi-Fi off because I was kind of getting you guys a little bit choppy during the session here. So, all right, now I'm back to normal. And also, to tell you the rest of some of the other anime that actually,
I'm curious.
there was a but here's some of the other anime that I mentioned. There was also freaking Gundam. There was also freaking let's see what else was there. I also got into freaking. I also got into Dragon Ball Z. I also got into freaking. Let's see, Yu-Gi-Oh! But my holy grail was actually Outlaw Star.
Yeah, if anyone wants to know my holy trinity of anime, it's Gundam, Macross, and Votoms.
Can I go? My holy trinity of anime are the Seven Deadly Sins, Magi, and Soul Eater.
Okay, so I got a question.
Hey guys, Didi had a question.
I've seen a lot of people say that Sailor Moon is kind of like Wonder Woman, and Goku is kind of like Superman. So who the fuck is Batman? Because that's the holy trinity of DC Comics.
Goblin Slayer.
Wait, definitely Goblin Slayer. Yeah, definitely Goblin Slayer.
But I guess that's true. But shouldn't it be an old school anime? I mean, Sailor Moon and Dragon Ball.
I want to say Trigun since
maybe what would be good would
I'm
be
more thinking
Yu Yu
this North
Hakusho.
Star if we're gonna go with Batman.
Well, technically speaking, even though not Batman, the one that I'm only thinking about, even though it's a female lead, Serial Eric's Pentamo Lane.
I kind of want to say,
that's a good series.
I kind of
such a
want to say,
classic. I just watched this one day. I'm like, why haven't I watched this? It's such a great opening. And it's masterpiece of an opening. And a song
I actually remember buying
keep on
Serial
watching.
Experiments Lane
Damn good.
alongside a volume of Gundam 0083 one time.
One thing I want to throw out there for like a Batman, I think Yusuke from Yu Hakusho would probably be the Batman.
Yeah,
No,
I could put my money on that.
I'm more thinking Kenshiro.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, you think
Detective Conan?
he's gonna be more like Constantine, wouldn't he?
Oh, that's right. He'd be the occult detective. So yeah, he's more of a Hellblazer type of character.
Yeah, true.
But I was also thinking, what about freaking Roger Smith from Big O?
Oh yeah, he'd definitely be Batman, especially with his giant robot.
He even has his own equivalent to Alfred.
Yeah, hot maid.
What about that old guy though?
Didn't he use her as a distraction at one point, like as a target to distract the enemy?
Oh. Yeah, basically, I actually gotta freaking sit down and watch that series as well because I do actually have the complete series with Big O. I need to sit down and do a classic anime review of that as well.
Okay,
oh, dude, please do that. It's certainly better than Evangelion, especially if we're going for plot. I mean, I don't hate Evangelion, but at the same time, I do not like the characters, especially Shinji. Good God, is Shinji a major big fat middle finger
in the head? Anyway, since we're comparing animes to various comics, what would Cowboy Bebop be? And I mean the good anime Cowboy Bebop, not that bullshit Netflix shit.
I kind of want to say, since
they don't have too much.
I really want to say Jonah Hex, or I could be wrong.
For Cowboy Bebop,
I'm more thinking the Shadow. If we're going pulps.
Yeah, definitely the Shadow has they have some pulpiness to them. If would be the Shadow, or
in all fairness, I'd sooner go for the Guardians of the Galaxy before Jonah Hex.
Yeah,
it's you know,
another thing I compare Cowboy Bebop to would be the Lone Ranger.
Spaghetti westerns.
Oh,
Spaghetti westerns. Sergio Leone
spaghetti
film.
westerns.
Yeah, in fact,
the Sergio Leones.
I think Cowboy Bebop was based loosely around the spaghetti westerns.
That's what I said.
Also, guys, I need to interject. Sorry about that, but I really need to interject here. That's why I'm actually doing my Billy the Kid Demon Hunter. Basically, I wanted to do it as like an homage to the classic westerns of yesteryear with the love letter to Japanese anime.
Oh yeah, westerns need to make a comeback. Let me tell you.
Oh yeah.
What? You're doing a campaign that's set in a western style thing.
Oh yeah, right.
God damn it, Shadow.
I mean, we were there, Shadow. I have a desert tabaxi.
Yeah, I know. It's just I didn't hear the first time what you just said. You just mentioned my name, and that was about it.
But yeah, like I said, I wanted to actually not only that, but also
and yet it's not. Well,
yeah. Hold on, let me finish this real quick before I have a chance to talk to Dio. Anyway, I wanted to actually make it as not only that as a love letter to Japanese anime and freaking westerns, but also dedicated to my grandma Sharon, who also got me into westerns as well, because she used to watch classic westerns like Bonanza, freaking Sugarfoot, and the Lone Ranger, Hopalong Cassidy, and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I really gotta watch the Man with No Name trilogy.
Well,
you haven't.
Oh, kabong!
You need to watch it. It's pretty good from what I remember.
Oh yeah, not to mention it's one of Clint Eastwood's very best movies, alongside Dirty Harry. Let me tell you.
Yeah. Oh, I saw something. When we were trying to compare Cowboy Bebop to something. The problem with that is it's an amalgamation of different things. Like it's Western.
Why are you making that face, Silent Joker?
Because Matt over here, who's older than me, hasn't watched the Man with No Name trilogy. Are you joking?
I know.
I haven't seen
I have sinned
either.
I know. I have sinned, Silent Joker.
I've seen it.
I have sinned.
Okay,
but it was so long ago.
You need 30 whacks with a wet noodle.
Oh,
to be fair, I haven't seen it either, and I really want to watch it.
I'm more thinking flogged with the with a vine whip.
I can't believe you missed my reference.
Hold on. Rico 4975 says Slayers is also another decent anime to watch.
Oh yeah, very much.
I can't believe y'all didn't get my reference to Ed, Ed, and Eddie with the 30 wax with a wet noodle.
Also, Neo, it's good to see you, man. It's nice to see that you're okay.
About
Yeah,
DBZ
I'm
and
fine.
DD for Life. I wanted to mention this, but his channel got terminated.
Yeah,
and,
what's up with that? Anywho, like, how did you get terminated?
I don't know. I just caught it. I don't know. I signed into that email, and then out of nowhere, it was just gone. I don't know why I got terminated.
But like, I know for a fact you don't do anything rude or
I mean,
do have okay? I didn't do anything lewd, but did you see my rant videos, dude?
Well, that's probably why. What's funny though is
I've actually been yeeted off YouTube for more bullshit reasons. So yeah.
And mind you, by the way, those saving little animal videos still exist.
I've heard some fucked up shit about those.
And they're all true.
Like the fact that most of those videos, it's usually filmed several times with the animal being put into pictures so that the person filming can be like,
I heard of that.
I'm such a great person because I saved the puppy from getting hit by a car.
And it's true because actually the girl with the fox silhouette, the ones like you ask, we answer. That's her motto. She was talking about these videos. Yeah. She was talking about these videos, and like if you did a side-by-side comparison of this one video that involved a cat, it is the same cat, same color, same size, everything, and yet, we saved the cat from a snake, and now we saved the cat from getting stuck in a truck. First and foremost, to those who have a cat, they know there's no such thing as getting stuck. Those motherfuckers are just liquid, and they know if they can, go through something or not. You put it there, you sick piece of shit, and if there is a God, may he have mercy on your pathetic soul.
Why would you want God to have mercy on their souls?
I mean,
horrible.
Are we talking about PETA here?
No, we're not talking about PETA. It's these videos.
I mean, they kind of remind me of PETA.
That sounds like something PETA would do.
Listen, guys.
PETA probably would
for
do that.
being concerned. I'll just.
Whoa. Guys, Arcana actually had something to say. Go ahead, dude.
Thank you for being concerned about my situation. I really do appreciate that. I can just make a new channel. My biggest issue is I don't know what could have freaking got my channel terminated. Someone could have false flagged me, so they can probably do it again. So I don't know.
Yeah, aren't they supposed to give you a thing of why your thing was, yeeted?
Yeah, it was so vague.
I was about to ask the same thing.
They never truly give out specific reasons why your channel.
Without issuing copyright strikes.
Well, to be fair, like
I've seen. Sorry.
Well, to be
Is it
fair,
immediate termination?
I've seen several times on YouTube, kind of going back to Cobalt Sky real quick. Cobalt Sky was a MLP commentator, and for 7 years, he's had a clean record, I guess you could say. YouTube hasn't said nothing or did anything, and I think he was commenting on Season 6 at the time. Maybe not, I'm not too sure. But it's coming Season 6 of MLP, and one day, out of nowhere, he disappeared. And he stated that YouTube didn't say anything, no warning, nothing, just terminated on the spot. Have a nice day.
Yeah, they do that. Like they screw with people for I almost think they do it for fun sometimes.
I'm sorry if I've been quiet. I've been mostly listening and drawing my OC for when I become a cartoon reviewer.
Well, I mean, how many of y'all are fans of Hell of a Boss and or Has Been Hotel?
Yep.
I think all of us.
Never
I got
heard of
it.
it.
Well, I don't know if y'all have heard about this, but Vipsy's being sued by, I don't know who the company is, but before she ever started on Has Been Hotel or Hell of a Boss, she did a music video with animal creatures that she drew and animated to We're Gonna Die Young. And now they're coming out of the woodwork and suing her, saying, "You owe us money." I'm like, this video's been up for like 7 or 8 years. And now you're coming after her? Oh, I see, because she got a contract with HBO. Now you know she's gonna be getting money. You motherfuckers, you're fucking scum. And
What?
and,
Yep.
And I like that song too. No, I'm not going to listen to it.
and what pisses me off even more is a lot of the fans are complaining about her having to delay the newest episode of Hell of a Boss because, legal issues, kind of like that when you're trying not to get sued. And they're like, but we want the new episode. And it's like, she's getting sued. You can fucking wait, you pieces of shit.
I absolutely hate fans like that because it's like, her well-being, the creator's well-beings come first. I still remember, like, I think we had a situation like that at a time in the Steven Universe fandom and even the MLP fandom at one point. Yeah, the MLP fandom. Hasbro was laying off some people, and a lot of fans, I'm gonna put air quotes there, were like concerned. Wait, are we still going to get the show? And it's like, dude, there's people who are losing their jobs.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous because God forbid,
I'm actually all for an Odyssey of Exile from YouTube at this point.
Yeah, let's go to Odyssey.
Everybody knows what I'm talking about.
Okay, well, let me actually add on to what freaking Matt's saying here. Basically, ever since Mama Susan, let's put it at that, decided to actually take over freaking YouTube, it's just been like freaking absolutely downhill.
I want to put a bullet through.
I mean,
I want to put a bullet between.
That's basically YouTube's downfall.
Careful, Neo. You're attempting fate.
I've probably predicted it.
Well, I mean, it's like Twitter. We need to start going to places like Parlor or Minds and basically kill Twitter.
That's what I keep saying, but the majority of people want to stay on here or some shit.
Yeah, I wonder why, Mr. A.
Well, because apparently here's the thing. Other platforms are actually, being freaking, pushed aside because they just want to actually have a bigger platform while screwing, people like us over.
Yeah, but it'd be nice to talk to you guys without having to go on Discord.
I know. It's just a thing because apparently these people just love to freaking. And I actually hope that the freaking deal between Elon and Twitter actually gets finalized. He actually owns that place.
It's better because, good lord, the swamp needs to be drained.
Yeah,
I for one welcome Elon if he gets my ban removed.
Do you guys still plan to move to Odyssey or not? You're still gonna stay on YouTube?
I'm on Odyssey right now.
I don't know if I might actually have to. Apparently I tried signing up for Odyssey, but it turns out that my freaking channel is so low, I can't even get on Odyssey.
Okay, so here's what my plan is. So when I become a cartoon reviewer, I hope everyone's okay with that.
Why wouldn't we be okay with that, Shadow?
Yeah, Shadow's your
I know it's
thing,
just
man. Like,
you guys expect me to review anime and stuff.
No, Shadow.
No.
First and foremost, Shadow, I'm gonna be real with you. Okay, real talk. You really need to grow a spine. I'm not trying to be mean or anything. Like, your spine, dude, you need to harden it.
Hell, if you call it an animation review channel, that means people can expect you to only review anime because anime is just one type of animation.
Yeah, I know, but seriously though, once I become an animation review channel, I'm gonna try to get my first review on both YouTube and Odyssey, and see where I go from there.
You might want to look around and make sure because if you do like live action clips, you need to make sure they're not too long, or someone will copyright strike you.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I
highly
wasn't gonna
recommend.
do any live action skits.
That or do screenshots of the.
I highly recommend you watch Bob's Show, Saberspark. I already know you know him, and Crimson Sin for like an honest opinion, but like to take notes on how to do a video like this, and also make sure that you try to be as original as possible. Meaning, don't be the 100th guy who's reviewing Cool Cat Saves the Kids, because
Or making a Teen Time Go rant.
Yeah, there you go.
Also, I do actually have an alternative, though. I actually still need to get back into freaking doing that, and that's my BitChute.
Yeah,
that place is a nightmare.
Really?
Oh yeah, the only other YouTuber I know that has a videos on BitChute has to be Raging Golden Eagle. You know that guy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I follow him.
In fact, we've even actually done a live stream about him getting freaking yeeted off of YouTube.
And then he came back.
Yeah, in fact,
kill the Raging Golden Eagle. Susan.
I really like his accent, to be honest. Wokery.
Whoa. Kitty, good.
Then Zinger, I actually do have a Minds account. I don't.
I actually do
no
have a
one will
Minds
get
account.
on Minds, so I have no one to talk to.
Also, I do have a Minds, but I actually spell it as Mr. Anime Elite, though.
I have a Minds account too.
Same here.
Yeah, no
I
one
have a
will
Minds
talk
account.
to me. I don't know why. Did I offend you? Why won't y'all talk to me?
Well, I didn't know we had the ability to talk to people on
I don't
Minds.
use it as much. Because,
Yeah, I mean, also, Didi, I talked to you
I blame
on
Potter.
Discord, so I don't have a Minds account, but
I didn't know we had the ability to talk to people on Minds.
God damn it, Shadow.
What?
How do you not know that?
If you could see how hard I'm face palming, Shadow, I have a hand mark on my face.
That's it, Shadow. I'm eating you. You're going to become.
We're not that kind of stream, Dio.
Yeah,
fine.
Let's a little more lenient punishment for Shadow.
Fine. You have to listen to Justin Bieber's singing for 1 hour.
No!
Yep.
No, I think
is people
making
still
him
talking about that guy, Justin Bieber?
Yeah, are you trying to make him commit suicide there, Dio?
Whoa, Matt, too far.
Nah, in fact, I think freaking the Justin Bieber for 1 hour is actually more lenient.
But I was thinking maybe we make him watch the reboot of She-Ra.
Oh no.
dear.
Oh,
That's
and we
better
have
than freaking listening to Justin Bieber.
and we have to quiz you on it.
No, that means no deal. That means I have to rewatch the show again, and I didn't like it the first time.
Okay, fine. That means you have to at least tell us what you learned or something.
Other than the fact that Ghidorah is a toxic relationship.
Yeah, but everybody knows. Well, everybody with a functioning brain knows
Yeah,
that.
I don't like that relationship. Catra basically almost destroyed the universe of time and space because she was pissy that Adora's like, this place sucks. And I could forgive that if it weren't for the fact that Dora said, come with me. She wasn't abandoning Catra. She's like, come with me. Come with me.
Come.
Yeah. Immature joke. My point is, Adora was willing to give her a chance to leave as well, and she's like, no, you left me, so I'm staying here.
And mind you, by the way, the wokies say this is a good relationship.
No,
My part of this is even remotely close to a good relationship. The fact that
this is just pandering in total.
No, this is basically the queer version of Harley Joker.
Mm-hmm. But of course, they're not going to admit that because lesbians or representation.
It doesn't matter if they're lesbians or straight or whatever. If one is being abusive to the other, that's not good. That's why I don't like She Who Must Not Be Named for what she did to Johnny, because she was abusive cunt.
Ah, the bane of bed sheets.
Yes. Oh, don't forget the dog stepped on a bee.
Oh, not to mention
my 1-2 Prince Free.
I swear, people still simp for she bitch who shall not be named. Like Jesus Christ, they just named her one of the most beautiful women in the world, and I'm just like,
no. Halle Berry may be in like her 50s or something, but she looks 10 times better than She Who Must Not Be Named.
Mm-hmm.
Or the girl from
don't
Titanic.
forget Jennifer Connelly's way better looking.
Hell, let's get Barbara Eden. She may be in her 90s, but damn, that woman still looks good for her age.
Like, what Faustian deal do they make in Hollywood?
We're talking about old ladies who are still banging. Raquel Welch.
Again, I have to ask, what Faustian deal do these people make?
Well, with Barbara Eden, I just like to pretend she's actually a genie, and that's why she still looks good.
I would still bang her regardless. She aged like fine wine.
Okay.
I mean, hell, before Carrie Fisher, she still looked good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Mr. Anime, did you say you couldn't get on Odyssey because your channel's not big enough?
Yeah, I don't know if it was actually Odyssey or Rumble.
Okay, because that makes no sense. I'm a nobody, and somehow I have a channel on Odyssey.
Okay, that is a stupid reason not to be allowed on a site. They're just giving people a reason to just stay on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
They're literally getting rid of the competition at this point.
That's why
That's
why you can't share any BitChute links on Twitter, because how dare you, give me competition.
Well, BitChute kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie. I used to post videos on there, and I would get called a Jewish anti-Semitic term because of the alias I use.
Wait, what?
Okay, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this because you're on YouTube, but the KIKE word, I used to get called that a lot on BitChute. So
yeah, like I got that, like I got the Jewish slur, and
I still don't understand. Freaking, like what that guy get gaming Geek Freak 17, my boy. We should just go to freaking I forgot what the name of the website is.
Sorry, I accidentally hit the wrong button when trying to leave the chat.
Okay, well, yeah, in fact, it usually happens. So it's good to actually have you guys back, but, freaking
Rumble, that's what the website is called.
For about a couple hours.
Sorry for missing like a month and a half of streams, but
it's good.
But I had to watch the trial because I was basically gonna rage if somehow that bitch still won despite all the evidence showing she's a psycho cunt.
Well,
yeah.
To briefly talk about that, she took up all of her time compared to Johnny Depp, and that's what everyone kept talking about. That She Who Must Not Be Named kept taking up all of her time and basically giving JD so many opportunities to kind of react. Like literally, the jurors kept saying that she would talk, then cry for 2 minutes, and then it's like, well, it just repeats cycle.
Okay. Can we just take into account that when Johnny was on the stand, you could tell he was sad, but he was calm and explaining everything he could remember. Meanwhile, Amber's acting like that drama kid who doesn't know that being over dramatic is not going to make their performance better.
Oh, and don't forget, every time the damn camera was pointing at her, she had a tissue.
Selfie.
Like, yep, like she had a tissue. Like, boo hoo, it was so terrible. Woe is me. Oh, woe is
Yeah,
Oh, and
that's
me.
certainly
that.
Oh, cry me a river, she bitch.
Oh, and
yeah.
that comment
In fact,
in her interview after the trial, where she says,
I stepped on a bee.
"This is this is a this is a loss for all women of domestic." I'm like, no, if it's a loss, it's because of you. Because now people are going to side-eye any woman who says my husband hit me, because it's going to be like, well, she who must not be named lied. How do we know you're not lying? She's
Exactly.
the reason that happened. If that's the case, she is the reason. I'm tired of
oh,
people
also,
saying that she's a victim. She is not a fucking victim. She's a fucking manipulative whore who thought she was going to win because she has the mighty vagina, and it's because of fucking society claiming that women can do no wrong that she did this shit and thought she was going to get away with it. But
It's all mainstream media and the activists' fault.
I
Yep.
loved my
yeah,
mother. I will
exactly.
admit it.
Exactly.
I will admit it. I loved my mother growing up, but she treated my father horribly. And I think the only reason my father didn't leave until after my youngest sister went to college was because he was probably scared of what she would do to me and my siblings if he left.
Wow.
Yeah, in fact, all I gotta say is this. Basically, this is something that we need most. Is like, also, let's actually talk about like what happened to Vic Mignogna.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, that one was awful.
Okay, okay, guys. I'm
I
out of the
still
loop here
fucking
because I was
that
too
judge.
busy.
Took
Can someone
one
refresh me
look
on
at
that
the
one,
first
please?
page and that was it.
Yeah, in fact, basically, turns out that freaking this one chick, Kaylin Saucedo, aka Mars Girl, actually accused Vic Mignogna of actually doing some inappropriate things to him, and then she actually started this whole damn hashtag called Kick Vic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Marzipan
where
can
the
suck
fuck
my
are the
fucking clit.
receipts?
Without even any
Marzipan, if you're
evidence?
watching, which I'm sure you are, suck my clit, you lying cunt.
Yeah, by the way, Mars girl, where the fuck are the receipts?
Exactly. Where's
Not
the
to
damn
mention,
evidence?
I've yet to see Vic make racist terms like you did.
Okay,
She made
and
racist
also
terms.
to continue on, and actually catch up Lunar to this, it turns out that freaking you actually have Monica Rial, Jamie Markey, and all these other voice actors also jumping on the bandwagon, accusing Vic of wrongdoing, and yet, freaking, they started actually, making all these accusations, just like how AH did with freaking JD.
I noticed
I
how
think the only
they haven't said
reason that ever happens to this, I think it all because he's a hardcore Christian, right? I think
Yeah.
this is
Yeah, that's all
all because he's a Christian.
Yep.
what?
That may have factored into it. I'm not gonna lie. I think it could have factored into it.
I noticed how they're not saying anything about Damien, that fucking child groomer.
Oh yeah. Where
basically,
the fuck is Kick Damien?
Speaking.
Why haven't we
speaking-
made a hashtag called
whoa, time out. One at a time, guys. But listen, all I gotta say is nobody's actually doing it because basically freaking Damon is actually part of the LGBT community. And yet you don't
The
actually
hell he is! I'm part of the
protected class at this point. No,
the hell he is!
assholes,
The hell he
assholes,
fucking is!
I think he
I'm
sent
part
a
of the
cease and desist letter to his to the victim, I
he
guess.
actually sent a
I'm
scene
part of the community. I'm part of the community too. So is Dio. There's no way if we met Damien, we wouldn't beat the shit out of him and saying, "You're not a part of our group. You're not a part of our group. We don't accept child groomers, you son of a bitch." And I would stomp his meatballs and fucking sausage just to make sure in case he decides to do something to a little girl for some reason, there isn't a child brought into the world.
Yeah, no. Like, and one thing to
I
also
feel it
note,
on.
like, I remember when that came out, like, the voice actor for Frieza was outed for being a CP. And yet, Funimation, a lot of Funimation employees and all of them remained silent.
Okay, guys,
But
I'm
when
gonna go
Vic
now.
Mignon
My
was
dad just
okay,
scolded me. It's already 2 a.m. here. Goodbye.
bye.
All right, see ya.
See ya.
Yeah,
Around, Lunar.
but yeah, what I was about to say though is, when Vic Mignon was convicted of something he didn't do, every single asshole on Twitter and almost all the voice actors, almost some did stand up for Vic, but almost,
Lost.
yeah. But they're all like, get him out of here. Go away, Vic. We hate you. You're disgusting. You're filth. You're garbage. Get out of here. But yet, this asshole, who's convicted of actual CP, I don't see anything. Man, I don't know what you're talking about. I mean,
Oh
but
yeah.
Vic Mignon's the bad guy, though.
Oh yeah. Who was that bitch who said that if you don't get an anime in your country, it's not meant for you?
Some dumbass. Like,
Cause she can fuck right off. Yeah, I could easily buy anime from Funimation, but I'm mad at Funimation.
That's weird.
For being assholes. But telling people who live in like the Philippines, well, sorry if you want that anime, but it's not meant for you because it's not done in your language. And if you pirate it, you're no good. Maybe make something Filipino so they don't have to pirate it. No one ever thinks about that.
and
Oh
I mean,
God.
that's the other thing too. We don't pirate anime because we're assholes or whatever. We pirate anime because the original source that we're supposed to be getting has been localized. And let's talk about localization for one moment, okay? Let's talk.
I already know about that thing of I already know about that thing of the, quote unquote, the character is a trans girl. No,
Oh,
they're a femboy.
mm-hmm. A delicious femboy at
Yeah, in
that.
fact, here's the thing. They're trying to freaking erase people like Dio. I mean, femboys do exist.
Drag
Exactly.
queens.
Exactly.
And
And
boy,
one thing,
lives matter.
here's what I'm going to say though. Here's what I'm going to say. We all know there's no such thing as a 100% accurate translation of any foreign media, since a lot of words in English don't exist anywhere else, and vice versa. But the job of a translator is to be as accurate as humanly possible. Case in point, if a character is talking to the antagonist about how he's going to get revenge for how the antagonist killed his family, and today's the day, then you are to at least translate that same thing, or at least to a point where we get the context. But what Funimation is doing is, instead of translating that, they're localizing it to, you are misogynist and you're a Trump supporter. So I, a trans non-binary Gabian, is going to stop you. In other words, instead of translating Hola Amigo to Hello Friend, they're translating it to Hola Amigo, I'm Latinx.
Yeah, I never understood why people would use a racial slur against Latinos.
Oh, and also speaking of which,
But don't you know, Matt, according to these wokies whose brains must be turning to mush from all the hair dye, Latinx is an inclusive word, even though the Latin community has been like, we don't fucking like this word.
and rightfully
Yeah,
so, it's not their word.
that's my thing. What part of Latinx is even remotely inclusive?
I don't like.
I only know Latino or Latina.
Or Latin if
Yeah,
you want
Latino or
both as
Latina.
a whole.
In fact, that's actually just freaking disrespectful to Silent Joker. I mean, he's actually from Guatemala, for frick's sakes.
Exactly.
And I hate the term Latinx because to me it sounds like you're saying Latin people are smelly because it sounds like a combination of Latin and stinks.
I mean, I kind of figured it as like Latinx, like Mucinex. Like I used to say it as Latinx because I didn't know how the hell to say this stupid word. And so it's like, wait a minute, is this the Mexican version of Mucinex?
Don't even get me started. Don't even get me started on latrine. Like, God.
Oh, by the way, before I forget though, speaking of the whole Tinks thing, so in the Miss Marvel TV show, right?
Oh God, let me say it because
Well,
I'm a
that gives
Spanish
me a
person.
reason not to
Let me
watch
say it. Let me say it.
Oh,
it.
guys.
Joker
Let Joker.
speak.
Let me
Yeah.
say it. Let me say it. When I saw that on Twitter who that one of the episodes of Miss Marvels, I don't care who, if this was an assistant writer or one of the main writers or someone ad libbed it. You do not put Latin X anywhere. I don't care if that the person in the show is portraying a racist or someone is defending them. Don't, as someone who is Spanish, that is racist. Do not fucking put Latinx or Latin writers like, no. That is something that these weirdos on the internet want to be like, oh, we're defending you. You do realize if you're defending me, you're invalidating your entire point. It is completely racist. This is like saying Latinx is saying the N word for black people. That is very racist, and I continue to say this: fuck Disney. Fuck the writers. If they do not care about you, oh, they care about you. If they did care about me, then maybe someone would be like, hey, don't put that in there. We're gonna offend like half the population.
I'm gonna be honest. Once the Owl House is over, I don't think I'm gonna really be watching any more Disney shows.
Now, because one thing to note, kind of bouncing off of what Sonic was saying, the whole Disney not giving a shit about you. Guess what? They don't care about the LGBT community either, because, well, the Owl House is being canceled, and furthermore, every time they make a fucking movie,
Oh,
we get
gee.
a 3 second 3 second scene of "Hi, I'm gay," just so
Cut
it can
for
be edited.
China.
Yeah, for China and Russia.
Oh, Dio, did you see the Clownfish TV video where they read all the things that Disney complained about for Gravity Falls?
No, but I'm going to assume LGBT is one of them.
Well, Sheriff Blubs and his police partner,
Mm-hmm.
and how they didn't get together till the end of the show.
Mm-hmm.
Alex wanted them together from the start, but Disney's like, yeah, we don't want to offend anyone, so you need to get rid of them. And Alex said, oh, they're just friends. And it's like, I can't believe Alex had to do that. He had to basically do Legends of Korra because Disney were homophobic assholes.
But they care about us, so that's why we get a.
No, they fucking don't. They care about our fucking money. If they cared about us, they wouldn't keep saying the very first gay character and then just only have them there for like 5 minutes so they can cut it out for fucking China.
Also to kind of to say it, continue with Didi says, how many first articles are we gonna keep seeing from these news outlets or Twitter? Disney's first, like, you can't keep having the first gay character over and over again. Having an LGBTQ people of color characters is something that's not new anymore. As someone who is a person of color, I'm brown for crying out loud, and I always hate using that, and I barely use that. Having a Spanish lead person is nothing new. But like, we've had these before, not just here in the West, but you got to go to Italy, Spain. There's been Spanish leads done countless times better in those other medias, if not worse as well. So everything balanced out. You can't be like, well, it's the first black gay character. Like, there's been black gay characters before. You have to actively search and find these characters.
Just like there's been, black characters in general. There's been, Asian heroes. There's been all these characters, but yet, hell, let's talk about fucking this bullshit with the Black Thor, the Miles Morales Thor. First and foremost, holy shit, the creator is absolutely racist. Because how they have every character in Thor and the Black Thor, Miles Morales Thor, when they talk about, they talk like this, dog. You know what I'm saying? Woo!
I hate shit
Okay,
like that.
okay. I'm not even black, and that hurt me.
That hurt me to say. If it's any condemnation, that hurt me to say. And not only that, but this is absolutely hilarious because, so you remember how the crows in Dumbo were racist?
There was called Jim.
Well, there's a two crows, the wise crows of Odin, that talk like this, brother of thunder, that
Please,
help
Theo,
Thor.
please, for the
What
love
At
the
of
this
God,
point,
fuck?
stop.
I'm starting to feel like Archie Bunker from All in the Family.
For the
Mind
love,
you, the Dumbo crows, and by all means, were racist, we can all agree on that, but yet here
product
you
of their
all,
time. Let's be honest, product of
yeah,
their
Hey,
time.
yeah,
guys.
yeah, yeah, but yet here you all
Deal,
making
deal,
crows.
deal, deal, deal,
I,
deal.
Yep.
Shadow had something to say. Go, Shadow.
So I just got done with my drawing and stuff. It's in the private Discord server, and
Make
just
sure to
want.
post it in Discord because if I click on any links here, I'll get yeeted out
It
of.
is on Discord.
Oh well, okay. I'll look at it later. Right now, I can't.
Right.
All
Anyway,
right, I
guys,
guess I'll
I'm probably
just
gonna
post
call
it
it good
again
here.
on
So
your
let's start
server.
about
Yeah,
goodbyes on the way.
it's best we call it good here because we really have gone off track.
but one thing
Yeah.
I want to
Anyway.
say before I leave, though, one thing I do want to throw off, though. So instead of making the whole characters, race swap and shit, why not just have like Africa has a shit ton of myths, gods, goddesses. The
Anansi
list, yeah, the list goes on. You could make a hero from that instead of making this horrid abomination. At least Static Shock
was
wasn't
original.
this. Yeah, Static Shock was also original, yes. But yeah, let's call it quitsies.
All
Okay,
right.
let's say my thing first because I gotta go check on the beef stew I'm cooking.
Ooh.
Okay.
She who must not be named, who was cruel to Johnny. If you're watching this, you can suck my clit, you abusive cunt. Goodbye.
All right. Anyway,
Bye.
Okay, can I say something real quick?
go ahead.
Stick with the shadows because at the end of the day, the darkness is always with you. Also, I'm glad you guys accepted me more as an animated YouTuber slash you know.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
all here to actually show support for each other. Anyway,
yeah, you cool,
Matt,
you cool, Shadow.
All right, see you guys.
yeah. So Matt,
Oh, not much for me. Just be excellent to each other and party the fuck on, dudes. And coming soon to Cartoon Network, Eric, the Shonen Jump sensation that's sweeping the LGBT ZOMG WTF BBQ plus this hashtag egg world by storm. Gay 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 gay. Played
oh
by
god.
that car. Played
Anyway,
by that car.
anyway, you there? You there, Neo?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah. Anyway, so
Um. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Two things. Keep rocking the dragon and keep the love for the Akana Heart franchise alive. And also, I'll be posting my new channel in the Discord and another Discord where people respect me and stuff. So you guys can support that, and I can just build this channel back up again. There you go.
okay, yeah. Most likely, dude. Anyway, Dio.
My wonderful little heathens, it was fantastic as always, and glad
Really?
to. Yes, really. You know me for how long? You should know what I'm going to say.
Yeah,
Anywho,
yeah, I know.
anywho. But for also, though, Mr. A, to be honest, I think maybe we should have a more structured thing. Like, if you remember, tra- Trash King, not Trash Chase, not that filth, but Trash King and Trash Queen. They do their own podcast, and they kind of got like notes and order and stuff. It's kind of like what Silent Joker was bringing up, but it's more we won't be all over the place. But other than that, though, remember there's a difference between diversity and tokenism. And Disney, shut up. You don't support us. Shut up. And also, no one knows you.
All right. So, Joker?
You know, if we were still talking about the classic stuff, like, you know, there's that and that. But I always say, you know, support the classic versus the new modern day stuff. The classics will always remain a classic, and don't forget, without them, we would not have a lot of the entertainment we enjoy today. And thirdly, Ray Rodriguez, fuck your shows, fuck High Guardian Spice.
Yeah, in fact, and now it's down to me. Well, guys, thanks for actually putting up with my craziness, and as always, just remember these 4 things. Respect the life as a fan service, enjoy your fandoms, embrace your degeneracy, enemies
Not
freedom.
degenerate.
And until the next time we meet again, this is Mr. Anime 343 saying, God, anime, mecha, big titty waifu, fucking speed.
Later, guys.